What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at this knife. This is the ProTech Mordax. Now, I've done a review on the Mordax, and I've said that I love it. I've checked out a couple versions of this knife. I had an all-black one and stuff, but today we're going to be comparing this knife to a knife that I found while I was at Blade Show this year. It's actually a knife that my cousin bought at Blade Show, Mr. Spaghetti Wizard himself, and it's this knife. This is the Tenable knives. Accipiter, I believe. Let's see the name on there. Yeah, the Tenable knives Accipiter. That's what this knife is. This is a budget button lock flipper from Tenable Knives, which, if you don't know, is the budget brand for Concept. So if you know Concept knives, this is just the budget brand of their knives, the cheaper brand. And this is a prototype that they had at the show. And I think it's pretty cool. And I wanted to compare it to the Mordax because they look pretty darn similar. And you know what? They remind me a lot of each other. They're both aluminum. Of course, this one has steel liners. This you can tell milled out steel liners there. And this does not. This is just aluminum, slabs of aluminum. Both manual button lock flippers. Both have excellent action. I'll tell you what. This one's a little bit lower toned as far as sound. Feels really good. Almost missed it there. It does feel really good though. They feel very similar. Like, I don't know if we can compare like the side, the flipper tab, like the shape of the flipper tab. Looks a little similar. Slightly different. This one has jimping on the Mordax. And I would say it's slightly snappier too. Just, whoops, hit the table there. Slightly snappier. But you know what? For the price difference, you're paying what, like over almost $300 for one of these? $250, $300. Well, I guess they're $250-ish for this version, $240. Or you're paying $200 less for a $40 knife, and you're getting a Chinese-made knife. Of course, it's not made in the USA. You're not going to have MagnaCut, but you're getting an aluminum button lock flipper that's not quite as snappy, but still feels very nice, very fidgety. Good flip, completely solid lockup, which is impressive for, you know, such a cheap knife, with a really nice finish on here. It's like a nice, like, shiny stone-washed, nice, like, I don't know, almost pearl-like finish on there. It looks really nice. Nice stonewash finish on that blade. This is a 9CR based steel, so it's probably like 9CR 18 MOV is what I'm guessing. So a nice budget steel, solid budget steel, especially at the $40 mark. That's a good budget steel. I've used it before. It's good steel. And it's a little bit heavier, of course. I mean, while I'm doing this, I might as well take the weight because I have a scale right here. I'll show you guys the weight difference on here. So ProTech Mordax, it's going to be a lot lighter, I think. Come on, hurry up. There we go. At 3.9 ounces. Okay. Maybe it won't be too much heavier. Hang on, let me check. Yeah, 3.6 ounces. So it's definitely heavier. 3.9 and yeah, 3.9 versus their 4.6. So it's definitely heavier. But you know what? That's probably just because of the steel liners. If this didn't have the steel liners, I imagine they would be pretty darn similar in weight. But they're just very similar to me, like in the hand. They feel very similar. They flip similar. The blade shape is very similar. Just a kind of a really cool comparison between these two. They both have similar pocket clips even. Like, look at this. Look at these pocket clips here. Hang on. Look at these pocket clips. They look very similar too. This one's, of course, a little bit bigger. One thing that is different, there is a left-hand carry spot for left-hand carry holes on the Accipiter, but there is not on the Mordax. You cannot carry, I mean, if you're a lefty, you could carry this, but you won't have the left-hand carry pocket clip. But on here, you can flip it. So that's pretty cool. Just an interesting, you know, comparison between these two knives. I mean, this is definitely, you know, a good percentage of what this knife is. It's not all the way there, but it's getting there. And it's, for the price, you cannot beat this. I mean, of course, you're not going to be made in the USA. It's going to be Chinese made. You know, it's going to have a cheaper steel. It's going to be heavier. But, you know, for $200 less, you know, it's pretty amazing. Especially that you can have, this is definitely snappier. You still get that ProTech action that you don't really feel on this guy. It's definitely snappier, a little more crisp. But as far as flippability and stuff, all that, you also don't have any jipping on there, so you do slide off it a little bit sometimes. But as far as like how nice it is to open stuff, you're getting a lot for your money with this guy. So just wanted to show you guys this. do a little comparison. I thought it was pretty cool. You also have more blade. Like, look at this. You have more blade, actually, like cutting edge on your Accipiter because of this giant finger choil up here. And that's, you know, if you like finger choils or not, that could make a difference. But very similar in the hand for both of these. They do feel very, very similar, though. Both of them are great knives. I love the Mordax. I always have a Mordax in my collection. I absolutely love this knife. Perfect does a great job. But I should get myself one of these. I have to send this to my cousin because it's his. But I want to get one of these when they get released. So, and there may actually be a concept version of the Accipiter. I'm not sure. I think I heard that they had a version out as well. I might look that up later. But anyway, I just wanted to show these off before I sent this guy out. So I'm keeping my Mordax, very happy with it. And this will be Mr. Spaghetti Wizards. So very, very nice button lock flipper from Tenable Knives. And if you don't have the budget for a Mordax, but you still want a nice button lock flipper, go for this guy. When it's released, I don't know when it's going to be released, but go for this guy. It's a good one. Now, that's it for this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.